Hey guys, welcome to the video. Just to get started here, I'm going to throw up some timestamps on the screen here, just so if you're interested in something specific, you can skip right to that, but these are the topics I'll be covering in the video. The new chapter, Course of Sin, in Dead by Daylight just came out, so that is what I thought I would cover today. So firstly, we have the new killer, Judgment. And so for the new perks that the killer brings, it revolves around tracking, countering haste, and generator regression. So Celestial Witness reveals the obsession's aura unless they're too close and then makes a new obsession. Hex Under Your Thumb limits the amount of haste a survivor can have. And Lay Waste makes generators regress faster. And now for the killer's powers. So the main thing that the whole power revolves around is Divine Light. You essentially control and then eventually fire a beam that infects survivors with hearsay. And then if you miss them, you can still see them with Killer Instinct. Hearsay makes good generator skill checks by survivors cause the gen to lose progress, and downed heretics can be exiled. Complete fluke, but when I was editing, you can see in the background I actually exiled a survivor as I was talking about this, so I thought that was a little funny. Once a survivor is exiled, they're sent to the Hopeless Exile, where they have to complete minigames to not get further hook progression. Also, once you get them to 2 states, you can kill them immediately. It also doesn't activate hook-related perks. And I've already mentioned a little bit about this, but the Hopeless Exile survivors are able to do a minigame, but they're also able to find items that are able to protect them or hinder the judgment and her abilities. Once exiled, survivors are given the item Searcher's Pendant, which lets them find these souls and items in the realm. Once you exile a survivor, you are given the ability Zealous, which essentially gives minor stat buffs to your attacks, and you only get this for a limited amount of time and then it goes on cooldown. And so that's all for the Judgment. And now we have the new survivor brought with Course of Sin, Aurora Stardotter. And so in the lore, she is the counterpart to the Judgment, where the Judgment blew up her planet. So in essence, she is an angry space granny. Aurora has a rather interesting kit. It revolves mostly around rewarding generator progress, but mainly support. And so let's get into her perks here. First, we have a boon totem perk called Steadfast. It makes it so generators near the area progress slower and are repaired faster. Fruits of Your Labor, which rewards you for completing generators with haste and healing progress. And lastly, Salvation's Cry, which shows the aura of the killer and yourself to teammates when you are being chased. And that's all for Aurora. A few other things the chapter brings is the main menu, like you saw in the intro. The music is pretty crazy. I found that absolutely wild that they went for something like that. They also have a few discounts for killers, so if you're wanting to pick up a certain chapter or killer or survivor, whatever, I would recommend doing that now. The other interesting thing about this chapter was it was brought to us by the Grimoire, which was a community-hosted event where people could create killers and vote on it, so that was another interesting fact. So everything from the menu to the name of the chapter to the characters, perks, everything, music, was all done by the community, which was really cool. And lastly, I am relatively new to the Dead by Daylight community and the game itself. I've been playing for about 3 or 4 weeks now. It's been a ton of fun, and I just thought I would start making videos about it. Uh, Again, been a blast so far, so hopefully I can keep doing that. It's my first video doing this, so if you guys have any tips, recommendations, anything about the game, about the actual content itself, that would be greatly appreciated, and leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, that's mostly everything from me, so let's just finish this video up.